Okay guys, I hope you feel okay after your sweat session. So fourth session, I'm going to start you off with some pause squats. You are working 5 sets, you've got 5 reps to do, and you've got a 4-second pause at the bottom of that squat. Barbell, fantastic. Banded, kettlebell, again, I'll give you a reminder, I'll always show you that, it's no problem. You're pairing that up. So your second exercise is an RDL. You're doing 5 sets of 12 reps, an awful lot of volume. But again, kettlebell, banded. But if you have a barbell and you have some weights, then you can always loop the band over the top of the weights and place your feet in that band to increase the resistance. So you may not have enough weight available. Add the band as well to add resistance. It's a nice way of sort of increasing that tension at the top of the movement. So give it a go. Your next pairing, a staggered press up. You are doing 4 sets and you're doing 5 reps on each side. Again, don't worry if you can't do a press up. I'll show you a few alternatives by dropping the knee again like last time. So 4 sets, 5 reps on each side. Now, you're staggering, so 5 reps on one, 5 reps on the other side. Your second pairing is your sliding lunges, hence why I'm here. I'm going to show you how to use those gliders. Again, strange comment about the towel earlier on. You can actually use a towel or a tea towel on a sort of a slippery surface, so a laminated floor or a tiled floor, something like that. But that works perfectly well. So I'll show you those. Your sliding lunges, you're doing 4 sets, you're doing 6 reps on each leg. Now, I really want you to focus on this nice controlled movement. So a 3 seconds down and a 3 seconds back up. I'll explain in a bit. So on both of those pairings, you've got 60 seconds rest. It's not long in terms of your rest periods, okay? Your final pairing are your kettlebell swings. Now, you may have noticed a post I put out today about using a rucksack instead of a kettlebell. So a small rucksack, load it with whatever you got, bottles of water, whatever. Give it a bit of weight to it, and it does actually really work well. So give that a go as well if you haven't got a kettlebell. So kettlebell swings, you've got 5 sets, you've got 20 reps to do. Straight into your dead bugs, again 5 sets, this time you've got 40 seconds to do, and you only have 30 seconds rest in between each set, okay? Give it a go. I'm going to show you these lunges now. Okay guys, just go through some variations for this program. If you have a kettlebell, perfect for your squat. Into your goblet squat, nice and deep, hold tension at the bottom, you've got a 4-second pause, okay? Make sure you're on the midfoot, make sure you're not sort of just sinking into it and collapsing at the bottom. If you have a barbell, fantastic, don't have to verse you in that. With a band, feet comfortable squat width apart, make sure that band's on that midfoot, okay? Make sure it's not underneath the balls of your feet, it'll tend to pull you forward. So, a bit awkward, dive underneath. Now, it's so important that you hinge, just like you would a normal squat. If I didn't hinge, my knees are going to go in between the bands. So if I just dropped, my knees would be inside the band and they'll tend to fall in. If you initiate that hinge as you would with a normal squat, you hinge first, the band will sit inside your knees. So if I do that from the front, comfortable width, hinge first, and the band is inside the knees, all right? So you're going to hold 4 seconds at the bottom of that movement, all right? So nice and deep, make sure you hold tension, make sure you brace nicely for that one, all right? With your RDLs. Now, I mentioned earlier, you can actually use the band to increase the pressure on the bar. So if you're lucky enough to have a barbell, place the band under one foot, hook the band over the top of the barbell, and place your other foot inside of it, so the barbell sits dead center. Now that in turn will create a lot of resistance at the top of your RDL. So if you don't have enough weights, try that. Really, really makes a big difference. If you don't have a barbell, absolutely fine. You can use one band, you can double them up for 2. Again, really important to get that midfoot on the band. So deadlift position, nice and tight. Standing tall to start with. Now be careful you're not flaring. So ribs down, connect, and hinge in the hip. And through from the side, stay on the midfoot, nice and tight to the midsection, through and in. Alright, so that hand needs to be sort of just below the kneecap there, okay? So 12 reps of those is a lot of reps. If you want to, and you have a kettlebell at home, and you don't find that sort of tough enough, then all you're doing is you're placing the band between the kettlebell. Now step on both layers of the band for this one. So comfortable width. Grab your kettlebell, deadlift it safely off the floor. You got a nice bit of tension there. Hips back, hold tension, and through. Okay, so make sure you push the kettlebell towards your heels. Don't let the kettlebell drift forward. Keep it nice and tight to your body through that full range of movement. So 12 of them, a lot of volume. Hamstrings won't like me tomorrow. Right, staggered press up. Now, again, if you can't do a press up, it is not a problem at all. So you can do these, we can do these normal. So you're going to do these in a normal position, but those hands, the one hand needs to be above the shoulder, the other one back down by your ribs. So in that press up position, abs on nice and tight, elbows wide, and through. Okay, so 5 on one, stagger, 5 on the other. If you can't do a press up, no problem at all. You can either focus on the eccentric phase, whereby you stagger your hands, down you go, drop the knee, and drive through. Alternatively, you can stay on the knee throughout, so stay staggered, all the way down, and push through. Just make sure the shoulders don't roll, make sure your hands aren't too far above that shoulder. Right, sliding lunges, awkward. So again, glider, make sure the plastic side's down, otherwise you're not going anywhere. So on your carpet, on your rug, plastic side down, soft side up. You're going to load this foot, the one that's not on the slider first. Okay, so make sure you're nice and loaded, you're nice and centered. Now be careful you're not shifting to one side. Okay, all the pressure needs to be on this working leg. So this one's going to bend, you're going to initiate the hinge again, and this leg is going to slide wide. Now as you slide wide, you should feel the stretch in the adductor. You've really got to fight to pull this back in. So you've almost got to dig the foot into the ground and in. So you're out there, dig it in. Inside those legs, the adductor should be working hard. Okay, if I do that from the side, you should see how much of a hinge I actually get. So again, center yourself, start to hinge, nice and wide, start pulling through the adductor and through, okay? So you can stay stacked, you can stay connected. Very, very subtle movement, this one. Just be mindful you're pulling from that straight leg. Don't be tempted to shift to one side and pull in. You have to stay centered. Don't float your body weight over that planted foot. Stay centered. Let this one do all the work, okay? Dig it in, draw it in. Really awkward, but take your time. Tiny range of movement to start with. Not much at all. As you get a bit more confident, as you get a bit stronger, out you go. Squeeze. You can see that knee wanting to pull in. Maybe again a little bit too far for me. So really, really small range of movement. Kettlebell swings. You're all happy with kettlebell swings? Chest and shoulders back. Drive through the hip. Nice and fast. Now don't let that kettlebell wildly, scream up there like you would in CrossFit. Just hold tension. Snap through. Okay, bolt upright, abs on. You're going to finish off with your dead bug variation. So lying back, hands up, entirely up to you. You've got 5 sets. It's an awful lot of volume. So you either go hands, alternating the feet, alternating hands and feet, or the big one, legs out together, arms out together. Alright, you only get 30 seconds rest on that one as well. So you may need to change up the one you've chosen to do. It's a good one, this. It's tough, especially those sliding lunges. Right, let me know how you go.